Hello everyone, welcome back to Healing with Love. Thank you so much for joining me. So today we've got an interesting reading. I was initially going to do an update, a life update before this reading, but I decided I'll do that in a separate video, and we're just going to discuss the energies that are coming through. So this deck, or this spread, I actually started this on 8/8. And after I was done shuffling and doing all the music, I stopped. I saw a gate, and I saw a gate, like a gate closing. So I took that to mean that I wait until the Lion's Gateway closed. Because there was a lot of videos out for the Lion's Gateway, and it was almost like this reading didn't want to get mixed in with that. It had its own energy. So I'm ready to do that. And it was supposed to be a pick a card. It was supposed to be 8 rows, a pick a card. And then I was guided to just do one big energy reading. So bear with me. Thank you for your patience. This is going to be an interesting one. I'm going to be just picking up on what is happening with the collective, what is happening around us. And if you're like me, a lot of readers don't resonate with you. So it's very rare when I find a reader that resonates. And even sometimes when I resonate with them, I don't resonate with them anymore after a while. So this is just different frequencies moving in different directions. So if you've been watching readers and nothing's been really resonating for you, then that's okay. That just means your frequency is changing, and it's either time to expand and find a new reader, or it's time to start reading for yourself. And this is what this message was about. Nothing was resonating for me in the sense of other readers, so it was time for me to do a reading. And another thing that I've been getting is to not focus solely on the cards. Focus on your intuition and what comes through intuitively. Try not to focus on the words that are on the cards, and try to focus more on the intuition. Okay, so as always, I'm going to begin with the music. And so this is I had some interesting songs come through for this reading, and like I said, it was supposed to be a pick a card. So if you still feel guided to pick a row or something, feel free. But this is one big cohesive reading. Okay? Yay! Okay, so here we go. So what's interesting, the first song that came through was Through the Fire by Shaka Khan, and immediately what I saw was a ring of fire vibrating, like a ring of fire. It's kind of shaking, and I'm seeing the two lions on there, and they're wanting to go through that fire, but they're scared. So what do we do when we're scared? We put something we love on the other end of that, because sometimes love gives us that superhuman strength that we need to accomplish a goal or do something that we're really scared of, right? So through the fire, right? So I'm also seeing it as burning things. So not burning things in like arson style. I'm seeing it as like burning off things that no longer serve you, burning them into the fire to be transmuted. So I'm seeing a lot of things being thrown into almost the sun. The sun giving off this energy, and solar flares hitting the earth, and it's almost like burning off things that are no longer serving the highest good of those on this particular dimension of earth. Through the fire, to the limit, to the wall. For a chance to be with you, I'd gladly risk it all. Through the fire, through whatever comes what may. For a chance at loving you, I take it all the way. Right down to the wire, even through the fire. And I think Kanye West had sampled that song for his Through the Wire when he was in that car accident, and it talks about the car accident. He had his mouth wired shut. So, anyway, Shaka Khan, I love that song, one of my favorite songs. So, through the fire, like the phoenix rising through the ashes, things have to be burned off in order to rise. So, through the fire, the ring of fire. Okay, the next song that came through, which is very interesting, was by Edwin McCain. And as I was shuffling these cards, I had pulled out emerald. My friend Stars gave me this beautiful emerald piece. And the emerald, which is interesting because I have two emeralds, and one is shaped like this pentagon here. So, and that has its own synchronicity of its own synchronicity story. One day I'm gonna just do a video of synchronicity stories. Anyway, the point is, so the song I'll Be came through. If you watched my earlier readings when I first started doing readings, that song used to come through a lot. And it stopped coming through. And so when it came through this time, it was a beautiful synchronicity, because the lyric that always stands out to me about that song is, emeralds from mountains thrust towards the sky, never revealing their depth. So, and what that tells me is revealing your depth, revealing who you are, to people, and people not realizing just how deep you are. Maybe because you don't share, because you're maybe afraid that people won't connect with what you're saying, but there's always somebody out there that will connect. And it's that fearlessness of going through the fire to say what you want to say without fear of somebody getting offended or not understanding. There's always going to be somebody out there that needs to hear what you have to say, so don't be afraid to speak up. Another lyric that stood out to me was, about emeralds, I always think of Egypt. So definitely seeing the Sirius aligning with the pyramids. A lot of emerald energy, the heart chakra. And I'm hearing the emerald tablets. If you haven't read the emerald tablets, highly recommend it. You can find it for free online. I'll link it in the description box below. And that one that stood out to me was, I burned up, I fought my way back from the damned. I tuned in, I turned on, remembered the things that you said. So immediately, once again, burned up. Right after Through the Fire, we've got another song talking about burning up. So, and I fought my way back from the dead. So, when a person's in a coma, they got to fight their way to get back to the living, right? So it's almost like a lot of people were asleep and now they're waking up. They tuned in to a frequency. I'm almost seeing like tuning forks. And remember that thing that you said. So this is also about somebody remembering what somebody did to help you along your journey, to help wake you up. Maybe there was somebody out there that said something that sparked that light in you to wake up, that feeling of knowingness and understanding that opened up the crown chakra. I'm getting a lot of crown chakra activity. Okay, so the next song was Don't Know What You Got Till It's Gone by Cinderella. And immediately I think of Cinderella and I think of the ruby, I think of the clear slipper, right? None of them fit into that slipper. It was meant for her foot specifically. And it's that feeling that well, we know the story of Cinderella. I'm not going to get too much into that, but it's almost once again, what is cinder? Ashes. Right? So we got a lot of fire, a lot of ashes here. So something about ashes. And don't know what you got till it's gone. When somebody passes away, or, even take this, the COVID thing that's happening, right? We didn't know how good we had it with, being able to go out to eat and being able to go to the movies and go to the beach and do all these things. We didn't know how good we have it. So it's a time for reflection, for gratitude for the things that maybe we didn't take, that maybe we took for granted, or, I know a lot of you didn't take that for granted. I know a lot of you have gratitude journals, and a lot of you were writing in your gratitude journal. So it's a different feeling for many. But it's also when somebody passes away and you don't know what you have until they're gone, right? Okay, so the next song, number 4, was Heathens by 21 Pilots. So, Heathens, once again, I'm seeing heathens like in hell, so a lot of fire, a lot of hellfire energy. Things burning up to make way for new. It's almost like when they do these, you start a fire to get new growth coming through or something. But the song says, all my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to ask for who you know. Please don't make any sudden moves. You don't know the half of the abuse. So that's almost like, all my friends are heathens, feeling like the people around, like, the racists and all this stuff. It's like, what world are we in? Are these people acting like heathens? They're acting like heathens. They're the definition of the word heathen. And the next song was Pedestal by Phantogram, and the album from Ceremony. So I'm seeing a ceremony happening, whether this is a wedding ceremony or a ritual. I'm seeing a ceremony. Phantogram, immediately I'm seeing like a ghost and Instagram. So like people that have passed away that have Instagrams. Pedestal, people putting somebody on a pedestal. A person that possibly was a heathen. So I'm almost seeing it like a lot of celebrities, people put them on pedestals, not realizing that they are still a human being, and they are not any better than you. We are all equal. We are all level. I keep seeing level, something being level playing field, equality. Like everybody's on a level playing field right now, so to speak. Okay, so pedestal, putting somebody on a pedestal. Just loving somebody so unconditionally that you put them on that pedestal, and so when they fall off the pedestal, you might get your feelings hurt, like, oh, I thought so highly of them, and then now they're not. Anywho, number 6, I Got the Feeling by James Brown. Baby, I got the feeling. So, immediately when I see that, I think of empaths and that feeling, right? That feeling of, I know something. So that feeling of intuition, I got a hit, I got a feeling about something. So follow your intuition, follow your feelings, right? Your mind, heart, and gut in unison. Okay. Oh, and the lyric says, I'm level with the ground, baby. I said level with the ground. So once again, level. The word level is coming through, whether this is level up or level out, but I'm seeing level, balance, like I'm seeing 2 scales balanced. Okay, and then the next song is interesting, Know Your Enemy by Rage Against the Machine. If you've never heard that song, it's going to be in the description box below. The lyrics are amazing to what is happening, or they are mirroring what is happening around us. Born with insight and a raised fist. So that's fighting for justice, fighting for the things that you believe in. Defy. I'm a brother with a furious mind. Action must be taken. We don't need the key, we'll break in. Something must be done. About vengeance, a badge and a gun. Because I'll rip the mic, rip the stage, rip the system. I was born to rage against them. So, know your enemy. Defiance. And that's about advocating, speaking up. Speaking up for those that have no voice. Not being complacent. Yes, I know my enemies. It says compromise, conformity, assimilation, submission, ignorance, hypocrisy, brutality, the elite. So take what you will from those lyrics. Next song. Cherish the Day by Sade. I won't go astray, won't catch me running. You're moving the way that you're ruling the way that I move. I'm seeing the moon. I'm seeing the moon. See, werewolf, how the moon controls the werewolf. He comes out, the beast comes out of him. So I'm seeing the moon controlling people. I know it sounds crazy. You can go down a nice conspiracy rabbit hole about the moon, but it does affect water. It does affect, and we are water, so it would make sense that the moon does affect us. But a lot of people worship the moon, and really, once again, don't put anything on a pedestal. This is turning to be an interesting little reading, just based on the songs alone. But Cherish the Day is about gratitude. Cherish the day. Have gratitude. Go outside. Thank nature. The next song is You and I Both by Jason Mraz. Was it you who spoke the words that things would happen but not to me? Things are gonna happen naturally. Oh, taking your advice, and I'm looking on the bright side and balancing the whole thing. Got a lot of balance going on. I really love these lyrics. It almost reminds me of the Edwin McCain lyrics, in a sense. Because you and I both loved what you and I spoke of, and others just read of. Others only read of the love that I love. So this is very interesting. Yes, a lot of people will talk about things they haven't experienced yet. Like let's take spiritual awakenings and stuff, and they've never had a spiritual awakening, but they'll discuss it like they've had it, and they really don't know the depth of it. This is why I try to only talk about things that I've experienced myself. And if I haven't experienced, I give resources for people to look it up. But most of the spiritual awakening stuff and things that I discuss are things that I've experienced myself. And one day I'll do a video about that. But and then it says, see, I'm all about them words, over numbers, unencumbered numbered words. I keep seeing paint by numbers. I keep seeing, like, when you paint by numbers, like a painting, and you guys know, if you guys had those in school sometimes. And it's okay if you have to go away. Oh, just remember the telephone. It works both ways. So, reaching out and communicating with people, not getting too far into the hermit mode that you ignore people. Okay, next song. I'm spending so much time on the songs, but I love this song. Number 10, A Case of You by James Blake, which is originally by Joni Mitchell, if I'm not mistaken. Such a beautiful song. Immediately the lyric that stands out to me is she knows your devils and she knows your deeds. So this is talking about third eye. This is talking about crown chakra, the knowing, the understanding, seeing deeply into somebody. This is owl wisdom. So at the beginning I was talking about, so I wanted to do this video because I saw an owl fly by in the morning, and owl is all about wisdom and knowledge and knowing. So it was my sign to do this reading. And things, people. It's almost like just a knowing and understanding that is claircognizant. Meeting somebody and knowing when they're lying, or knowing when they're not being truthful, or when they're hiding. And a lot of people are afraid of the knowing. So they'll block that out because they're scared of people knowing their deepest depths. You're in my blood, you're in my holy wine, you taste so bitter and so sweet. Oh, I can drink a case of you, darling, and I would still be on my feet. I'm seeing like vampire energy. It's just kind of weird, which is interesting because for polarity over here, I got these two points here that look like vampire bites to me. So I'm seeing like vampires, like blood drinking. Such a beautiful song. Anyways, okay, moving on. I keep getting stuck on the songs because I'm like trying to remember the lyrics. The last song, I was only going to do 10, but then the 11th song came through, so I kept it. And it is by 311, Give Me a Call. No more bluffing, it's cards on the table time. Take this as its sign. So, cards on the table time. It's cards on the table time. Here they are. I think about you much more than I should. Now there's structure nothing had once stood. No more bluffing, it's cards on the table time. We will take it as a sign. So just give me a call. The word call has been coming through. Like, give me a call, or you're calling. Okay, so we're done with the songs. Woo! Took a while. But I just really wanted to get through. I wanted to really talk about the songs because they have deep meaning. So let's start. So we're gonna start with, bear with me guys, okay? Look at the little bear came through. Getting a lot of bear energy as well. So guardian angel, immediately I'm seeing the pyramid here, the Merkaba. So I'm definitely seeing the Merkaba, the light body. I'm seeing the balancing of the left and the right brain, the sun and the moon, and the third eye. So I'm definitely seeing a lot of third eye activity, a lot of third eye purification happening, because I'm seeing the white feather, which to me is about purity, but it's also about protection and being protected. So, and look at, we have more white here, a lot of white in this deck here. But you have guardian angels watching you if you've been feeling, things are coming your way, or you're just feeling worried about things. You are protected, you are guided. I'm also seeing the stars here, which is interesting because over here we got we're here, and I keep seeing like aliens, like disclosure. Okay, so the next card is Arakura, blossoming. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself and the process, and do not give up. So, I actually want to put something over here so I can put the card right there. Okay, I love it. She's coming out of this flower, right? She's blossoming. So anytime I see that, I think of like the crown chakra. So I'm seeing a lot of crown chakra. There's a lot of lavender here, so definitely a lot of crown chakra activity with the white and the lavender, opening up that deep understanding. I know, right? So you're blossoming, and look at, she's at the top of the mountain, right? Look at, they're both like very high up. Even though it says challenge, I'm not going to read the words today. I'm just going to look at the imagery, and she's at the top of the mountain, and it was a challenge getting up there, but she's finally up there. Now she could see from a higher perspective. So we got the third eye and the crown chakra open, seeing from a higher perspective. So this also talks about aromatherapy, so using aromatherapy. I always mention that stopping and smelling the roses, smelling the flowers, because the scent of a flower, it just opens up that crown chakra. And it's also about patience, being patient with yourself. So in many ways, you are like a flower bud who is ripe and ready to open and grow. Don't try to rush this process. Okay, so it's like I feel like I need to slow down. I talk fast because I just want to get the words out. So don't try to rush this process. This is part of your beautiful path. Enjoy learning new knowledge and skills. Take your time to gather new ideas. Nurture your body with plenty of fresh air, sunshine, water, and healthful foods. Soon enough, you'll get the unmistakable signal that it's time to put your learning into action. Spend time among flowers or work with flower essences and oils to support your growth process. And so Arakura is the bridge between earthly life and the hereafter. She helps us put our goals and challenges into perspective so that we don't needlessly stress ourselves. Call upon her for emergency money or help in manifesting supply. She's especially fond of assisting artists and inventors. She's like a shaman. She's like a shaman where she straddles both the earth and the spirit world. So like a medium. And so I love that she helps with challenges, because this is the challenge of getting up that mountain. Like a person that rock climbs, right? They really have to have faith in their ability and their skills and that harness to get them up that mountain. So she's kind of like the harness that is holding you and protecting you in place so you don't fall. Having faith and trust in Arakura. And see how like he's almost in heaven. So definitely seeing mediumship abilities here. Definitely seeing your intuition is off the chain is the word that came to me. Off the chain. Okay. So the next one we got is number 1. So I'm seeing number 1 as a new beginning, but I'm also seeing as leadership. So like I was saying in the beginning of the video, I saw a door closing. Like the gateway was closing and now we've gone through the door. It's not like the door closed in front of us, the door closed behind us because we went through the gateway. And I love that it's bamboo moon. Bamboo is all about, to me, flexibility. It's also about water, a lot of water. And look how she's just like leaning on the moon. Okay, so hope. So having hope during these challenging times. So Chinese bamboo helps us learn. So this is all about patience as well. Okay, flexibility, divine timing, having faith, having hope. They're looking out the window and there's light out there. Okay, we're doing it together. Chinese bamboo helps us learn this wisdom of divine timing. For about 5 years of its early life, not much appears to be going on, as the small roots attempt to ground themselves. Yet, when they are ready, those roots are exceptionally strong, and the plant suddenly grows like wildfire. There was much more going on in preparation for the powerful growth than would appear to be at the humble beginnings of the bamboo plant. So just because you can't see what's happening doesn't mean it's not happening behind the scenes, right? So it can be with divine timing. There are periods when not much appears to be going on at all, and we can begin to expect that this will always be the case. I love that. A case of you. Song number 10. Always be the case. Number 1 and 1. Yet in this preparation, time allows for swift development and growth when we are ready. So be patient with yourself. Growth can happen very quickly, and it's going to happen so quickly that you're just going to be like, bam! Whoa, what is going on? That's how my awakening was. Through years of studying and all this stuff, and all of a sudden I just had my awakening, and it was like, I always talk about it like a video game, like, and this like light flew out of my head, where I didn't think no progress was happening, right? So it happens like that. So trust the divine timing. Be at peace. You are not forgotten, and nor are your gifts. So don't underestimate your gifts. You have amazing gifts, right? You gotta follow your gut, your mind, and your heart in unison. You cannot let one overpower the other, because then that's when you get yourself in tricky situations, right? All right, then we got, I love this. So we got Serapis Bay, number 41. So freedom. So we got 1 and 5 here. So we got the new beginning into freedom. Freedom is coming. I'm seeing February. So I'm also seeing air. See, look how she's blowing. Blowing on something. So Serapis Bay was the keeper of the Ascension Flame in Atlantis and is now the Chohan of the fourth ray of harmony. He is known as the Egyptian because he worked with Archangel Metatron to suffuse the Great Pyramid with cosmic wisdom energy at the time of its construction. In drawing this card, you are invited to stand within the white flame and feel its influence. Connect with Serapis Bay and draw his energies of wisdom, cooperation, and dedication to you. He is the only master to work with the seraphim, and they will shower you with blessings as you tune into this ascension card. Okay, so, and I was actually guided to pull out my Serapis Bay book. And what's interesting is I had a receipt in there from 2017 when I had the big awakening. And it was the exact month. This was 8/24/2017. I had it on 8/4 of 2017. So I love that. And then we've got master number 66. We've got number 31, 34. We've got 999 here, so the completion of a cycle. Beautiful. Anyway, so originally an Egyptian god of the underworld named Serapis, who was in charge of the ascension at Luxor, Egypt. In New Age circles, he's known as Serapis Bey. So he helps people work toward ascension through spiritual enlightenment, which I love that we got enlightenment over here. Serapis Bey motivates people toward physical health, fitness and health. So like a spiritual fitness guru, he inspires, motivates, and provides hope for the future. Serapis Bey also helps artists and musicians with their creative projects. An extremely loving ascended master, he is actively involved in averting war and bringing peace to earth. So, very good, which is kind of like what we need right now. And so he helps with addictions, overcoming addictions. He helps with getting a exercise and weight loss motivation. He helps artists, musicians, and creative endeavors. He helps with your ascension process, clear communication with God, that source. So God to me is source. So I keep seeing the crown chakra here, that is connection to source. Peace, personal and global, and prophecy. So definitely seeing a lot of third eye, a lot of crown chakra, a lot of prophecy coming through. So maybe the ability to prophesize, the ability to see the future. I'm seeing foresight. So when you see 444, I keep seeing foresight. So seeing, everything is, there is no past, present, or future. Everything just is. So foresight is just the ability to see what's coming next. So, Serapis Bey. And then we got something in February. So maybe something happened in February or something's coming in February, but we're seeing February here. I see Valentine's Day. I see the date 2/15, 2/14, 2/15. So I love it. Breathing. Wind. Okay, moving on to row number 2. So we've got amber. Amber is the color of your energy. We got laughter. So I love amber. It's the number 9 here. So we got 99, and as I was telling you, I saw the number 999 over here. So the completion of a cycle, right? And amber is tree resin. If you're not familiar with amber, it's a beautiful tree resin. It's fossilized tree resin. So this is a stone for those that often find themselves in tears or feeling trapped in life. So maybe you're feeling like a lot of people are right now, feeling trapped. They can't do anything. So at a high spiritual level, amber opens up the crown chakra. It's also good for animal communication. Amber holds a sacred vibration of the ascended Lord Buddha and Egyptian god Bet. So we're seeing more Egyptian energy. Definitely seeing this gold energy, Christ consciousness energy, that solar plexus, the solar energy. So I'm seeing the sun, some energy coming through the sun. I got sun energy over here as well. So a lot of sun energy happening. Laughter. Let the inner child go. So tap into that inner child. Laugh, watch a funny movie, watch a comedy, something. Go outside and play like a child. And my crown is tingling like crazy right now. So that's pretty cool. And amber may also have come to you if you laugh too much. So those who, I'm thinking of Robin Williams, right? Somebody who laughs to cover up the pain. There are those of us that instead of facing the world and embracing our lessons, we laugh. It's a covered laugh that hides much pain and allows the loss of the true joy in life. The inner child has been squashed and wants its true laugh back. So pets, animals, ears. So I'm hearing ear ringing. You've been hearing a lot of ear ringing on left or right ear, depending. Whatever it means to you, whatever the left ear, I'm seeing it as... you think of it as the masculine and the feminine. What is being activated when I hear the left or the right? One of them is coming through with an activation or a download. I don't like to use the word download simply because it's too computerized and it takes away from our human nature. But anyway, it's about courage. And the great central sun. So definitely seeing the sun, some sun activity. Number 9 is the humanitarian. So, all right. So laughter and lovers. So maybe lovers, laughing lovers. I love this. So I love this crystal. I actually have this crystal, so I'm going to pull it out for you guys. I actually have both amber right here. Amber. And we got, oops, wrong one. That's moldavite. Here we go. I've got the soul connection crystal. Put that right there. So, why is this called the soul connection crystal? Because, or the lover's crystal? Because it's two, so this is the TwinFlame card. It's one crystal and it's fused, or it's two fused into one. So they're fused together, makes them, it's like two coming together. So I call this the TwinFlame crystal. And it's the lover's card. So it's the soul connections. It's the crown chakra. It's that understanding. So I'm seeing almost a telepathy, a TwinFlame telepathy. I've been trying not to discuss twin flames too much because a lot of people are being led astray on this twin flame journey, and they're not understanding, the depth of it. I know a lot of people, they lose all reason when it comes to this twin flame journey. They lose all reality, all sense of reality, all reason. So this is reminding you to stay back, grounded into reality. What is in the 5D is not necessarily in 3D. So you may be with somebody in the 5D, but not in the 3D. And they may not have any idea who you are. So we always have to ground everything back into reality. Because that might hurt, you might get yourself hurt for no reason. Right? So this is a master teacher crystal as well. So definitely seeing master teacher. That involves laughter. That involves the sun energy, the joy. So children as well. So maybe teaching children. Anything is possible. Over here we got another crown chakra. And look at this. Wow. We've got two wind cards right next to each other. Look at that. He's blowing wind in her ear, and the wind is blowing on the tree. I just noticed that. That's crazy. Okay. So this universe is connected at the core. Everything is connected. This allows you to bridge the perceived gap between two things, inviting and encouraging you to nurture one inner connection, and in turn manifesting this connection with a loved partner or soulmate. So I'm seeing telepathy. So this is a reflection that is a deeper love is flowing into your life. So I'm seeing love coming in, a deeper love. It could be an expanding love in your current romantic relationship, or possibly even for yourself. Now remember, guys, this is a general reading, so take it as it resonates. If you have asked about a certain person, this card can reflect that this relationship is a soulmate connection. You may have been waiting for this kind of relationship to manifest, in which you can feel a deep connection with another, and now it has arrived. Whatever your situation may be, this card is confirming that you are currently attracting a soulmate connection into your life. This soul union is the deepest mirror reflection one can experience. As you share this deep union with another, you often feel a depth of love deeper than you may have ever experienced before. This opening of the heart can sometimes be challenging due to painful experiences around love that have kept your heart closed because of the fear of being hurt. You are encouraged to work with the crystals to assist you in healing these old painful wounds. Open your heart fully as you deepen in your love for yourself and your beloved. This is perfect timing for you and a powerful opportunity to experience love and connection on a deeper level. Believe and know that you are deserving of this divine love. Allow this love to flow into every aspect of your life and open to the bliss and joy it creates on all levels. This card can also indicate that friendship, child, or animal present in your life is a deep soul companion, here to share love, healing, and growth. So this is all about enhancing communication, telepathy, connecting to nature and the arts. Nature was coming through up here as well. Realizing unity and oneness of self, creating personal balance, more balance, realizing true union and unity with another. Love it. Okay, so then we got anything is possible. I love this. So once again, we got, not only is this the crown chakra, look at, we got the lavender, got a lot of lavender. So lavender energy. She's got this beautiful shawl that's like a scarf. with stars on it. So covered in, and she's got a star here as well. So it's definitely seeing star seed energy. And her third eye, she's got this spiral that's on her third eye right here. So that's the ability to go inward and then come back out with a new grander perspective and go inward and out and inward. It's almost like I'm seeing like a digging, right? Like when, let's say they dig for oil and stuff, and it digs and it digs and it digs and it pulls out. Anyway, anything is possible. So this is talking about manifesting with your third eye, maybe manifesting, you know, your reality. It's just about believing it is there already. It is already there. Everything that you want is already here. You just have to see it, visualize it. Lovers, anything is possible. I love that little card. I actually, I wasn't gonna read the little card, but I'm taking my time today, and I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do. So this is all about imagination. So whenever we use our third eye, it's imagination, it's visualization. So dreams, anything is possible. And it's unicorn energy as well. Space, so definitely seeing a lot of space energy. I was seeing a lot of space energy over here, so something about the skies. I'm seeing like aliens. I keep seeing like, we're here. Or they're here. So jasmine, liang liang, amethyst, and moonstone. So practicing the miracles and things we often take for granted. Yeah, so like the Sade song, cherish the day. So like rainbows, fruit growing on trees, fresh water available to drink. Special chance, a special friend you had a chance to meet when there are billions of people in the world. That's amazing. Okay, so then we've got confusion. Well, I said I wasn't going to read this. So definitely seeing wind. See how like there's a spiral, almost like a tornado type of wind. But immediately what I'm seeing, anything is possible. This is about imagination. I'm seeing Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory. Let me look up that song. Pure imagination. Pure imagination. Hold your breath, make a wish, count to 3, come with me, and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. We'll begin with the spin. So look at how I keep seeing the spin. Simply look around and view it. Anything you want to do, do it. Want to change the world, there's nothing to it. So all you have to do is imagine. So pure imagination. I'm actually going to write that down to put with the songs. Because I see Gene Wilder here. This looks like Gene Wilder blowing in her ear. So maybe divine whisper in your ear is coming through. And I'm seeing confusion here. A lot of people get confused on the spiritual journey, on the TwinFlame journey, etc. They're not listening to their intuition, or they're creating delusions for themselves. So that's why it's imperative to balance your third eye. How we're seeing the balancing over here, purifying your third eye, so you can see clearly, and see past delusions and see past illusions. Confusion. And then I actually want to I have my little card here. So look at that. She's wearing a coat too. So like they're both cold. They're both cold, like frosty, like wind's blowing on them. They're a little bit chilly, but imagine being a woman of the world, being able to travel and do whatever you want, or a man of the world, however you see it, or maybe you're envisioning a woman in your life, a partner, a love connection. This is for, the masculine energy. Every silver lining has a cloud. So climbing a mountain, which is interesting because we had the climbing mountain right here. Climbing a mountain. Jana climbs Faith Mountain in dense fog, wondering whether her decision to leave was the right one. Despite her confusion, she keeps climbing. As she reaches the summit, the fog clears, revealing the town far below. Oh my gosh, look! It's exactly what that photo is. With Silver Cloud's help, she has journeyed much further than she realized. She now knows what to do. She begins the long journey home to reclaim her love. So this is all about meditation and quiet time that will bring clarity. And look at more meditation over here. This is also the crown chakra card. So we got we got 3 crown chakras and 1 solar plexus here. Amazing. So this is all about revelation, support, and clarity, and finding love. So definitely seeing love. I see that. I see love a lot. But yeah, moving on. And so the clouds clearing. So I'm also seeing like clouds, like cloud formations, like faces in the clouds. So I don't know if you've been noticing faces in the clouds, or like numbers in the clouds, or like just weird patterns in the clouds. Okay. And this one actually came out with, I love that. So we've got this beautiful woman. Look at more yellow. So definitely seeing some solar plexus and crown chakra happening right here. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. So what would you be so passionate? What would you do if you could get paid to do it? Would you do it for free? You know what I mean? Follow your heart in that sense. You got to follow all 3 in unison, but the gateway and the portal is through your heart. Because success is near. Look at that. Oh, I love that. Look at all those stars. More stars, guys. I'm seeing stars. I'm seeing lots of stars. And I'm seeing lots of wealth. Look at, they almost look like diamonds, like glistening diamonds. So how is a diamond created? Through tremendous pressure, right? Then it shoots out of the volcano. Tremendous heat and pressure, and so this is what's happening to a lot of people. How are you handling this strange time that we're in, right? But I'm seeing a lot of wealth coming through. A lot of money coming, a lot of wealth, a new home. I'm seeing a new home. Okay, moving on to the 3rd row. Release. Archangel Azrael. The end of a phase or situation, spiritual transformation, time to move on. There we go, guys. I was seeing a new home, moving, and we got new beginning over here on the 1st row. So, and we got it here again. So building a solid foundation for the future. The number 13 is a magic number. It's very powerful. It's all about starting something new. The 3, the Holy Trinity. Adding together 4, building a solid foundation, but also foresight. So I'm seeing a new home. Yeah, and then so I love it. We got a horse over here. I think that's a white horse. Oh, we got a white horse, and he's got a little brown cub, a colt, calf. Is it a colt? No, it's a colt. Oh, goodness, I love him. And look at how golden he is. He's gold. Look at all this gold. We got a lot of gold here, a lot of gold and white and lavender. So definitely seeing a lot of solar plexus, and a lot of 3rd eye and crown chakra activity happening. Might be having a lot of headaches. I know I'm having a crap ton of headaches. Thank goodness today it subsided a little bit. But look at that, good fortune. Oh my God, the end of a phase, a new good fortune is coming. Look at a horseshoe. And I was seeing the horse here. So I'm seeing horses, and I love horses. Wild horses couldn't drag me away. So this card signifies that it's time to move on, because this project or phase of your life is now complete. Yes, I was seeing that karmic completion. I was seeing that the gate closing, like walking through that gate. There is no benefit in remaining in this situation anymore. Instead, shake off the old and welcome the new. You may experience a sense of relief at this ending, or there may be some sadness. Either way, it's time to leave that which you've outgrown. Take your time in adjusting to this change in your life. It's not necessary to rush ahead. Be kind to yourself during this period of transition, and seek the support of friends and family. So inevitable positive change, facing your fears, relationship transitions, and spiritual evolution. Once again, spiritual evolution. All 3 rows have spiritual evolution, The last one's enlightenment. So I'm definitely seeing spiritual involvement here for all of you. Beautiful. And I love the horseshoe. It's all about good fortune and good luck, right? But it also protects the horse's hooves as well. So protection. And I'm hearing that song by Arrested Development. Tennessee, a game of horseshoes. Okay, so then look at, I love it. The world's upside down. That's what it looks like. But I'm seeing this, so 4 forces, another 4. So we got 4 and 4, and we got 8 and 8. Fascinating. I love it. So we got spring, autumn, but it's upside down. So autumn is on top and spring is there. So let's see what this got to say about things. And faith. Look at that. We have hope, faith, good luck. So, and the candle, lighting the candle. Lighting the candle. I'm seeing like candle magic, but I'm also seeing like lighting a candle for somebody that's passed away. Receiving this card reversed puts autumn in the upper position. It reveals that a cycle of harvest and perhaps great abundance is coming to you. You will certainly be called upon to gather up the results of the action you've taken in the past. Your career, creative, or personal projects are about to pay off. Although the results you've been anticipating may be favorable, don't forget that there's effort in the harvest as well as in the planting. There may be some loose ends to tie up, or some final action that needs to be taken. If so, focus on what needs to be done now to bring closure or completion to the matter at hand. Harvest is the time of reaping what you have sown. Enjoy the fruits of your labor, whether the harvest is big or small. Always choose to live in appreciation. Placing gratitude in your Akashic records now will invite many things that generate more gratitude in the future. Yes, this is why I love gratitude journals. Gratitude journals. Always saying thank you. I love it. And I'm seeing like Australia. I'm seeing like the Southern Hemisphere. I'm seeing something about Australia, New Zealand. I'm seeing that. I love it. And the 4 forces. So Rage Against the Machine came through earlier, and the song Killing in the Name of the Forces. So I'm also seeing foresight, your ability to foresee the future, your ability to manifest. So definitely seeing manifestation. And I love it. So I love this. I love the spider. It's the 8 of Pentacles. And so immediately I'm seeing the web, right? The world, how we're all connected. And, you know, if something lands on the web over here, the spider is over here, it's going to feel it because it reverberates. Everything vibrates. And this is how the spider web works, right? So this is how we work as well. And this is how we are able to telepathically connect to somebody in New Zealand, right? Because everything is energy in motion. Thought is also an energy in motion, movement. So, I love this. And the clarifier is think outside of the box. So, that's what I'm seeing. Thinking outside of the box. So, craftsmanship, skill, using your abilities. Think outside of the box. You are not trapped. So, right? We all feel like we're trapped right now, but you're not trapped. You actually can move around. You actually can do things. You're just being guilted into not doing them. So listen to your own intuition and your own gut and what it is telling you about what is happening around you. It'll tell you the truth. I'm not here to tell you what is happening around you because we all experience everything differently based on our level of consciousness and awareness. Okay? The spider is a true master of her craft. She weaves against all odds with skill, intricacy, and confidence. The 8 of Pentacles requires a similar approach. Hone your skills. You are close to finding mastery at your craft, so strive for it. Pay attention to all the details. In some cases, this card means you need to find a new hobby, something you truly enjoy. Start a project, become good at it. 8 of Pentacles, craftsmanship. So what I love about this is, you know, releasing what no longer serves you and starting something new. And 8 is all about abundance. 8 is all about wealth. So we have the success and wealth over here. So I'm seeing it, money coming in from doing the things that you love, honing your craft and your skill. And I love it. So we got another 8 over here. Strength card. So I was talking about in the beginning, I was talking about at a circus how the lion jumps through the ring of fire. How do we get the lion to jump through that fire? There's many various ways. One way is we put whatever the lion wants or loves at the end. So sometimes they could put the baby lion at the end of the fire, make it go through to get to it, or they can put food at the other end, make it get through, or they beat it into submission, or whatever. They tame the lion. But in reality, it's actually the lion understands what's happening, and it just, because it can easily just snap, but it knows how to tame itself. So strength, I love it. And look at all those 8s, all those infinities and all those 8s. So infinite abundance. I'm seeing a lot of infinite abundance. I love that the lion came through for the lion's gate, the closing of the lion's gate. So this is all about it's all about courage, right? Actually, I want to see something over here. Through the fire, through the wall. So, mastery of emotions. So it's also about mastery of emotions and strength, right? There's a deep force, the strength, the power of love. So I was talking about the superhuman ability that love gives you, those superhuman strength. Because, like let's say a mom, a car, that old story about the car that lands on the girl, and the mom lifts it with her superhuman strength because she loves the daughter so much. Love can give us the strength to do amazing things. So always come from a place of love. And yeah, ringmaster. I've seen ringmaster. Okay, and then we got broken bridge. So immediately what I'm seeing is how the release card goes with this. Have faith that sometimes you need to burn the bridge. Sometimes you need to burn the bridge and just leave it all behind. Leave that old world behind. So that's what this broken bridge is telling me. And look at another storm, more clouds, more wind blowing. So a lot of air, breathing, blowing. Definitely seen a broken bridge. Like a storm taking out a bridge. Okay, moving on. We've got this one. I love it because Serapis Bay came through, was talking about perfect health, and Kudu is also about health. So I'm seeing health, and it's the number 8. So we got 888. A lot of abundance. So this was the 8-8 reading. A lot of abundance. A lot of financial stuff coming through. Oops. Get my little bread. I'm eating my muffin, guys. I'm just living my best life. Okay. So Kudu is all about strength, wellness, fitness, getting back in shape, even if it's just doing a little bit of yoga or running around the clock, jumping jacks, anything to get the body in motion, moving that body in motion, aligning it. And I've seen the horns. The horns always represent to me intuition. So the balancing of mind, body, spirit to really get that source information to come through, like the figure 8 coming through Earth, back up to source, just this perfect motion of energy moving through. I don't know about you, but when I do yoga, I feel my fingertips, I feel the energy around me. I don't know about you guys, but if you if you feel, if you've got the feeling that yoga might benefit you in that way, where you can actually feel the force around you. The force. I keep hearing the force. Kudu. Yeah, such a beautiful, majestic creature. Okay. Got an owie. So number 29, number 11. So we got 8, 11. And it looks like a shower of some sort, right? Or like a stream of shower, a lot of stars, or it could be either underwater. I've seen a lot of water, almost like a storm. Look at that, a lady, and look at that. So we got Kudu. She looks just like the ringmaster, but she also looks like she can be a horse rider. So horse riding, horses. The lady. So got Nowie. Hope you can hear Bob Marley singing in the distance, because despite what appears to be a physical blip right now, every little thing is going to be all right. This is a time of sweet, sweet healing, a time of renewal. Take a step back and put your feet up and soak in the restorative power of the universe. Yes, you are being healed on a cellular level. Karmic completions. The lady could be maybe healing the divine feminine aspects. Healing the divine feminine aspects. She looks like it's 1980s is calling. Look at that hair. 1980s, but I'm also seeing paint. It looks like a shadow, but I'm seeing it as paint dripping down. So maybe painting. I'm seeing painting. Whoa, 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 she's a lady. Got an owie. So definitely seeing maybe you had an injury and healing your health, because got an owie. But karmic completion, number 10. So I'm seeing red here. I'm seeing also the gray. So we got gray over here, the gray area. But I'm seeing, whenever I see the gray, to me, it's the neutral color. I think of it as the crown. So I'm seeing the root and the crown here. So, and this morning I saw a red-throated hummingbird. So what do I see? A red throat? I think of fear of communication. So it's time to start communicating what you have been scared to communicate. It's time to speak your truth. Throat chakra clearing. You need that energy moving, right? So karmic completion, number 10. So we are done. We have walked through that portal, the Lion's Gateway portal. We have walked through. We walked through the fire, through the fear, and now we're walking into this new energy, right? Right. So you've completed a cycle. You've completed, whether this is a karmic cycle with a lady, or a karmic cycle with your health, or a karmic cycle with your healing, your understanding, detoxing, the third eye, karmic cycle complete. This could refer to a challenging situation you had recently conquered in your life, or a troubling experience with an individual that involved a great deal of effort and pain. Even though there are ongoing lessons to confront throughout the course of your life, you will never have to experience this particular lesson again. So it's done. Whatever this lesson was that you've learned, it's done. You don't have to experience it anymore. This card also represents the Wheel of Fortune, where wherever goes up must also come down, just as the tides are constantly ebbing and flowing. You're being encouraged to adapt to both the highs and the lows in your life. For it's in your ability to adapt that you will make your dreams come true. By stating, "This too shall pass," in the face of each and every experience, you will remain centered, grounded, and stable. Yes, I'm seeing centered. I'm seeing going out in nature, grounding yourself. So, by continuing to face challenges head on and treating others with love and respect, you will be rewarded beyond your wildest dreams. So I know a lot of people have the tendency to, when they see somebody that they disagree with online, they immediately go to disrespecting them, and not realizing that we are all one and we're all connected. And when you disrespect them, you're disrespecting yourself. And you're just repeating a cycle. You're repeating a karmic loop and a loop and a loop until you break that cycle. So come from a place of love and compassion. Okay. And then we got understanding. So definitely another crown chakra card. We got how many crown chakra cards we have so far? So I'm seeing the toad. Immediately I'm seeing combo. I'm seeing detoxing, decluttering of the house and the home, cleansing of the body system. I'm also seeing the prince. So Cinderella, the song Cinderella came through, so I'm seeing like fairy tale. And this is the night blooming Cirrus. That's an interesting one. And so frustration, immediately, so frustration with a lady, whether this is a friend, a mother, a sister. I'm seeing like a frustration with a mom, or a sister, or an aunt, something like that, or a Karen. Frustration with a Karen, yeah, because look, she's got the Karen hairstyle. No, I'm not calling anybody Karen, I'm just kidding. So this is the Night Blooming Ceres, and this is all about understanding and true perspective. So definitely seeing third eye, once again, crown chakra, understanding the deeper meaning of things. There's so many people that preach love and light, but yet will go online and call people stupid and idiots, which is just makes zero sense at all to me, right? If you are all about love and light, you will understand that by calling them idiots, you are calling yourself an idiot. So it's a little frustrating sometimes. So this is all about destiny, empowerment, and perspective. So regaining control of your situation. Your destiny is strong. So it's time to celebrate. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate your karmic completions. Celebrate how far you've come. I mean, take this time to sit down for a minute and just realize how far you have really come. We forget to do that sometimes. We lose perspective sometimes. So... and here we go. I love this. Understanding. So, and we got the eye, psychic ability, trust your intuition. We got understanding with this one and the 11 and the 10 and the 8. This is like, whoa, this row is all about, this is crown chakra. This is understanding. This is the psychic ability. This is the third eye opening, seeing the truth behind the lies, seeing the truth behind people's intentions. Trust your intuition. Understand. Right? Okay, moving on. I love it. We got Merlin, which is all about magic. And this is, we got confusion and confusion. So maybe sometimes your third eye and your crown and all this stuff is confusing to you. You know, maybe sometimes what's happening around you is confusing. So, or people are confusing you. Sometimes it's done on purpose. So, you are confused and indecisive because you do not have enough information. Do research or seek expert advice before making a decision. And look at, there's a rabbit there. Follow the rabbit. And we got a lot of balance here. We've got a harnessing of the elements. We've got she's in her Merkaba. So being centered in that center of the Merkaba. We've got the sun and the moon. Once again, this is like an exact replica of this. The same exact patterns are here. So to get those two cards, definitely seen a lot of magic, a lot of using the force, so to speak. We got balance here, another balance. We had a lot of balance. We got transformation coming in, the rebirth, the transformation. I love it. And look at all her chakras are lighting up. So I'm seeing the Kundalini awakening, the crown chakra, boom, lighting up. And Merlin's all about magic. So definitely seeing magic happening, magic with a K, not an illusion. So magic with a K is different than magic with a C, because it is about harnessing the force around you, using the force around you, manipulating energy. Versus magic with the C is all about, magic with the K is about the force. Magic with the C is about illusion. The illusion of something. So when you see a magician pull a rabbit out of the hat, it's not really pulling the rabbit out of the hat. It's just an illusion. So, and then we got meditation here. So maybe meditate with Merlin. Actually, I want to see, I have my little book here. And so Merlin's all about alchemy, crystals, divine magic, energy work and healing, prophecy and divination. We have 2 prophecy cards come through. Psychic abilities, shape-shifting. We've got shapeshifter over here as well. So we got shape-shifting, we've got magic, we got energy healing, we got divination, time warping. Because time is an illusion, so you're able to warp time. And Merlin's all about being outdoors, harnessing, doing rituals and ceremonies outdoors. So it's about mastering your own inner Merlin. But Merlin only comes to those who have a sincere desire to learn the spiritual secrets of alchemy, divine magic, and manifestation skills that will be used in the light and not for personal glorification. Yes! A lot of people want to tap into these abilities because they want to impress people, they want to show people how powerful they are, but it's not. For me, tapping into these things was about helping others get through these times, helping others see through illusions. And it's about the universe. So he emphasizes to his students that these skills must never be used to harm or destroy anyone or anything physically or emotionally. Merlin's knowledge is his prized possession, and he shares it willingly with those whose hearts are loving and pure. It doesn't hurt to call upon Merlin if you're not sure that you're ready. He knows. Simply think his name and mentally ask him to come and assist you. Call! Yes. So just give me a call. Call on Merlin if you're ready to learn and work. You will feel his presence and mentally hear his words. If you're not ready, Merlin will guide you to an angel or master who can prepare you for the readiness. Either way, thank Merlin for his loving care. Thank you, Merlin. Whoops. Okay, and then we got, I love this meditation. So look at, she's, it almost looks like, if you look at it, it doesn't look like she's high up. But really, being at the top, if you look at all these, there was a few of these that she was already on top of the pedestal. And the song that came through was pedestal. But anyways, see how lonely she is up there? It's like being at the top is lonely sometimes. Being at this higher vibration is lonely because a lot of people don't understand what you're saying or what you're trying to say, or you can't have conversations with people. But I'm seeing that a lot of people are waking up now and they are understanding. Like, I'm seeing people post things that I posted 10 years ago, 10 years ago, and they're now posting it because now they're ready. And I was posting things from people from 20 years ago, and those people were posting things from, so it's all a cycle, and it's like I always post little spirals that I find outside, and that's what it is. Some people are up here on the spiral, and some people are barely starting the journey of the spiritual journey. So be patient with them. You will meet your tribe. You will meet them. And meditation is key right now, to tap into your inner self. I always tell people the truth is inside you. You're not going to find the truth on the news. You're not going to find the truth online. You're going to find the truth inside of you. And then when you do research, something will resonate, because it was already inside you. But meditation, and I love it. I love how all the clouds, once again, there's like shapes in the clouds in the background. Seeing a lot of cloud activity, a lot of cloud shapes. Amazing. I'm gonna actually post a cloud that I saw yesterday. Okay, this goes over here. So teamwork. Work with others to make the situation come about. So maybe you've had some obstacles, right? You're trying to figure out what you want to do. Sometimes when our third eye is unbalanced, we have a hard time making a decision because we don't trust our intuition. So this is asking you, maybe you can ask somebody. Write down what you feel. I suggest writing down a journal if you're trying to make a decision, the pros and cons of things, and see how your body tells you. See how it feels when you have, like, let's say you want to move somewhere, right? Write it down. See how your body feels about that move. If it doesn't feel right, write another place down until your body is aligned with what you are trying to manifest, right? But I love this. So we got another white horse or a unicorn. Friends with a little cat, and immediately I'm seeing Egyptian goddess Bast, and so I'm seeing cats. We saw some cats over here as well. We saw the cat over here with the lion. Seeing a lot of cat energy. Work with others to make the situation come about. And see, look at there's a wall separating them, but there isn't because they are bigger than the wall. The wall means nothing to them. There is no separation for them. They're able to climb the wall. They're able to jump up. They're able to take a leap of faith. And so I'm seeing third eye activity. So maybe sharpening your third eye with others, like practicing telepathy or remote viewing. I've done some remote viewing in my past for friends, and it's very fascinating. When you learn the art of remote viewing, it's fun. It's a very fun thing. And look at that. We got more lavender here. So I'm seeing a lot of lavender energy. A lot of lavender here, guys. Lots of lavender. Lavender essential oil. Lavender for the third eye and the crown chakra. A lot of lavender. Okay. Okay, and then we got finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your life right now. So teamwork, meditation, all this stuff, obstacles. Maybe the money is an obstacle for your plan and what you want to do. So you're trying to find a new... Oops, sorry if this is moving. I didn't realize my thing was moving. Okay. And I love how she's like kind of looking through the stream. It almost looks like she's panning for gold or some sort of gems. But she's also picking flowers, so she's not really fazed about it. She's not really fazed about making money. She's like, it'll come. So this is also telling me, like, it's okay to not worry about it because it's going to come to you. It's going to come down the river. You see, like, the river is streaming towards her. It's coming to her. So this is why I'm seeing money coming in, a lot of abundance coming in, because you're not focusing on it. You're just trying to focus on what's happening. There are bigger fish to fry, I'm hearing. Okay, and look at that. We got the troubleshooter. I love it. So cards on the tabletop. So maybe you've been getting into tarot cards. Maybe you've been getting into oracle cards. You've been getting a lot of readings, but he's got an eye patch. So I'm seeing the one eye again. Look at it. So seeing with the eye. And the bear with me, is all about patience. So be patient. Be patient with the money, and be patient with the meditation. Be patient with Merlin. Be patient on this spiritual journey. Everything is going to come to you exactly when it's supposed to come with you. Because look at it, it says danger, especially in money matters. I was trying not to read the cards, but so it's interesting that came through with the financial. So be careful where you're investing your money, where you're putting it in, or overspending. Make sure that it's put in the right place, right? And don't be afraid, okay? Because the troubleshooter is here to help you out with your finances. It's going to come. You're going to have teamwork. Everything's going to work out. Everything's going to work out, guys. Okay? Moving on. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 6. I love it. Trick or treat. So here we go. Halloween time, guys. We're probably not going to have a Halloween this year. So finding fun ways to have trick or treat at home. But we're here. Immediately I think two things, poltergeist, but I also think of aliens. I'm thinking of like close encounters of the third kind. And so I love it. So she's got the red hair, so I'm seeing passion. You see she's got the cauldron right there, so she's got like a ceremony or a spell or something. It's all about do no harm. Everybody has free will. You know, if you're doing a spell to hurt or harm somebody, that's going to come back to you tenfold. So it's all about doing good. And so what's the jack-o'-lantern for? The jack-o'-lantern initially is to help the dead find their way home. So lighting a candle, we got a candle over here. It's about finding their way home, out trick-or-treating. And it's about number 5, so it's about adventure, Halloween adventure. It's also about freedom. It's all about transformation, which is interesting because we got another transformation card over here as well. So we got 2 different transformation cards in this row, which is very awesome. No more bluffing, it's cards on the table time. So just give me a call. Oops. Here it is. My little book spell. Trick or treat, trick or treat. Okay, so we got the clarifier here is, I love it. So we got paint. Or it could look like blood, or it could look like the, what do you call it? The chart, the graph that they always have about like how many people have passed on or how many active cases of whatever, you know, but I'm also seeing it as the Schumann resonance. So, we're here. So, this talks about the jack-o'-lantern is here to help you light something you've been hiding from. The little witch with her apprentice, they are ready to help you understand the depth of your magic. Don't be afraid. Oh my God, so you are magic. Look, we got them both next to Merlin. Definitely seen a lot of magic with the K. You are understanding the depth of your magic, the depth of the energy that emits out of your fingertips. You are understanding your magic. You are magic. Oh, hi, Frankie. What you doing, Mama? You wanna come sit? Wanna come sit? She gonna come sit? Wanna come sit? Okay. Come on, my baby girl. Here she comes. Here she is. There you go. Frankie wanted to come up. Okay, so it says, let's put this up here. Painting. We may look dark and scary to some, but truly, we are also fun and peace-loving, magical ones. Don't judge everyone by appearance. Instead, understand what lies beneath and discover what it is they want, and then feel out any strings attached. We want you to exercise your feelings and your clairsentience, the ability to know and not rely upon appearance for your signals. So feeling, I got the feeling, baby, 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 I got the feeling. So the trick-or-treaters help you see through conditioning and old thought patterns. They may reveal to you a world of more wonder than you thought possible. All you need is courage. Yeah, so we got a lot of courage coming through with the strength over here and the sun. Yes, courage. Okay. Now let's get to, this card. Oh my God, it's been coming through a lot, guys. And if you guys remember the unexpected change you did not see coming when I first started getting this card, would we have expect what's happening right now in the world? Is this what we were expecting? This is crazy, right? So number 34, so you guys saw that receipt earlier. Number 34 again, so the number 7, so all about truth. The truth is being revealed. And look at solitude. This is the twist in the tail we did not see coming, all this solitude that we would be having. Look at a lot of solitude happening. So many things are unexpected, just as these twins are unexpected. They should not be, and yet they are. We can bend certain rules and leave other laws inviolate. When this card shows up, you will have done everything to ensure that you and those you love are safe as can be. So, the unexpected is always tough, but it may also be a gateway into a brilliant new self, where you know your immense power, courage, tenacity, and ability to suffer without becoming attached to suffering. Oh my God, guys, what is going on here? This is crazy. Courage. A lot of courage coming through. And a lot of your immense power and suffering without attachment. In shamanism, it is known as the initiatory crisis. And unless you meet these events like a warrior, you may have little wisdom to share. Every rite of passage will be repeated until you finally learn its unique lesson. Courage, action, and practicing being your best self in spite of events are the gifts that change brings. Without it, you are static, dormant, stagnant. None of these fully supports your magnificent life potential. Oh my God, as I was just talking about the whole thing about, the separation between the left and the right, and all this stuff is bringing out people's worst. And how are you reacting to what is happening around us? Do not go quietly into the night. I'm hearing. So it's also about your magic. And an unexpected twist in the tail we did not see coming. Another one? How many more twists can we tell? Look at, we got Shapeshifter. So are we going to have werewolves coming through? Werewolves coming through now? But this is the TwinFlame card. So we got 2 TwinFlame cards. The Soul Connection. Look at, they're both in the same row. Wow. I love it. And they're white. They're white with the pink, so a magenta. So I'm seeing, once again, connecting with the spirit world, connecting with ghosts, mediumship abilities. I'm also seeing the white, the crown chakra, and I'm seeing the higher heart chakra here. So, new soul's journey and great blessing to come. Love it. All right, so then we got the werewolf. Look at that. I was talking about the moon earlier, moon controlling people, the moon controlling people's emotions. That's been happening. You are stronger than the moon. So don't let your limited belief system that the moon controls you and you're, I become an a-hole during the full moon or blah, blah, blah. These are all limited beliefs, and you can change that. You can change that thought process. Your mind is very powerful. Luminosity triggers it. This is all about exploring wildness. After a painful, excruciating, bone-jarring struggle against the change, the man releases to the magic. howling unrestrained under the full moon. Now the half-man, half-wolf rises up, snarling, and goes looking for blood. Yes, we all know the power of the werewolf. After the end of the European witch trials, the intense interest in the werewolf developed in folklore tales and evolved to become the stuff of horror stories. Fairly consistently since then, the wolfman, or lichen, has featured regularly in tales both oral and written. Of course, during the last 100 years, there have been many hugely popular movies. The Twilight Saga, American Werewolf in London. The werewolf is a kind of shapeshifter, but one that has traditionally had little control over his wildness. In a way, an inner battle between civilization and wild animal nature fights inside the one body. The vitality, strength, and freedom of the animal versus the reason, control, and intellect of the man. Which one, though, is the dominant force? What is the healthy balance between our animal nature, one that is wild, free, and connected to nature, and our radically civilized humanness, separate from the dominant over nature? The werewolf asks us to consider this balance and delve into our own ideas of wildness, independence, and custodianship of the planet. When is the last time you spent all day outside? When is the last time you threw your head back and howled at the moon? Do you quash the vitality and curiosity of your body and mind by sitting all day in front of a computer? The werewolf challenges you to weave a balance between nature and your own nature. I literally was wearing, when I did this reading, I was wearing a howl shirt. That's at HOWL, Howl at the Moon. Crazy, guys. So definitely seeing shape-shifting happening, the magic of shape-shifting, understanding how that works. If you are connecting with this Merlin energy, all this stuff is coming to you in ways, or like all these deep esoteric wisdom and knowledge is coming to you. Definitely seeing the moon having a great effect on many, but it's up to you. You control you. So, and then look at, we got the sun. So we got the sun and the moon. Wow. Number 7. So we got another 7. So we got 7 and 7. 7. Look at that. It looks like she's got horns, and she's got like a little it looks like a ribbon, like she's won a prize. But look at it. It looks exactly the same. The card that came through with trick-or-treating. Look at that. That paint. Paint. I'm seeing a lot of paint. So the sun is a beacon beaming with intense light and radiance, and can sometimes singe herself and those close with her flame. So this is all about positivity, success, radiance, abundance, vitality, freedom, focus, and being and restraint. So being able to restrain yourself and not going wild, right? Balancing. You want to stay in perfect balance. You don't want to lose yourself to the wildness, but you also don't want to be too restrained. So it's all about balance. Okay, so, and here we go. The werewolf, and then we got the mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Look at that. So I love this. I love that this came through with the werewolf. Maybe there's a werewolf who doesn't want to change back into human. They want to stay stuck in their wild ways. Or maybe there's somebody who doesn't want to tap into their wild side because they want to control things. I know that, like, at times when if I've ever done a hallucinogenic, let's say LSD or mushrooms, my need to control my surroundings and my emotions would sometimes ruin the experience. So it's about letting go of control and just allowing everything to flow naturally, right? You are protected. You are protected. And I love, like, all these, like, lanterns. There's all these the Chinese lanterns behind him. So lighting the path. It's okay to light. It's okay to change. It is okay to change. Don't be stubborn. And maybe you have somebody in your life who is a werewolf, who, you know, is stubborn and doesn't want to change. And that's not up to you. So let them evolve at their own pace. The mule. And the mule also carries a heavy burden and a load. And, you know, I always think of the karma of the mule. And, like, I wish all these animals that, like the horses and the mules and the elephants, that they can be reincarnated in the world where they're not used for their body. You know, we use them to carry things up mountains, and, you know, not realizing that they are creatures. They are living creatures with feelings and emotions. And so I like to advocate for these creatures sometimes, and you know, I'd rather have a barrel than put anything on an animal and make him carry it. Don't put your burden on another, is what I'm getting. Don't put your burdens on another, and don't let another put their burdens on top of you. Don't be a mule. I'm also hearing Moscow Mule. When I used to, in my drinking days, I used to love Moscow Mules with the ginger. I would say that the ginger would help my liver. Okay, moving on. We've got Marvin Gaye. Don't fool around with something you cherish. There is madness in love, but also reason in madness. A selfless heart is all you need to get by. So compassion, selflessness. I'm seeing throat chakra and third eye, and I'm seeing the sacral chakra. So creativity, communicating your creativity, expressing yourself. I'm seeing a microphone, so talking or singing or a podcast. You know, Marvin Gaye would sing a lot about the struggle of bad and evil and good, and you know, there was always a constant struggle. If you know Marvin Gaye's story, he was murdered by his father because his father thought that his lyrics and his things were too sexual. He was straying from the path. So sometimes people will do things in the name of religion, and I honestly think a religion should be abolished in that sense. People should be free. But I guess it's free to practice religion, right? But anywho, so that is that one. I don't remember if I was going to read the Marvin Gaye thing or not. But really, I'm thinking of the song What's Going On by Marvin Gaye, and it says, Mother, mother, there's far too many of you dying. Brother, brother, brother. So what's going on? His songs, like prayers, were filled with the longing for a selfless love that transcends ego and turns our hearts back to the source of art and life itself. So Gaye's inner life was marked by what he saw as an irreconcilable conflict between good, as represented by his strict religious upbringing, and evil, sex and drugs. His personal battle took place on that thin line separating spiritual yearning and sexual desire. So it's about deleting that line, erasing that line. Everything just is. There is no good or bad. Everything just is. Marvin Gaye. So many great songs. You're all I need to get by. Like sweet morning dew, I took one look at you, and it was plain to see you are my destiny. Destiny, number 5. Freedom. I send you loving signs through nature. If you guys recall in the beginning of the reading, I talked about the sign for me to do this reading today was I saw an owl fly by my door with 3 crows, and I saw a red-throated hummingbird that would not leave my door. So those were my signs, and I send you loving signs through nature. And so I'm seeing transformation. I'm seeing making a wish. So a wish fulfillment, a wish coming through. Because anytime I see the daffodils, I think they're called daffodils. You blow them and you make a wish. And then we got look at that. Look at the colors. Oh my God. Look at the orange and the blue and the orange and the blue. So a transformation in the way we communicate, transformation in the way we create, in our creativity. So definitely seeing creativity, communication. And then we got joy is the ultimate creator. So love that. All these creative numbers. Joy is the ultimate creator. Look at that. We got, it looks like spots of blood, which is interesting because we got the vampire stalking over here. Then we got the 2, so the vampire blood, the 2 bites on the neck right here. Look at that. It looks like a lot of blood or splash. Whoa, that thing went far. Wow, that was serious. So joy is ultimate creator. So create from a space of joy. Imagination. Imagine things from a space of joy. And then we got kahili. I love this. So it's like this broom, and it's about sweeping away that no longer serves you. But I'm also seeing it as healthy boundaries. So this is about healthy boundaries. This is about somebody putting people on a pedestal, like kings and queens and hierarchy. This is about demolishing that, leveling that out, and it's all about equality. No more king or queen, even though it's used in reference as mastering something, right? The king, the queen, but it's also hierarchy. So if we're all equal, king and queens do not exist. So, and I'm seeing healthy boundaries with an older woman. So dealings or relationships with an older woman. So I'm seeing having healthy boundaries, maybe sweeping these things out. But I'm also seeing as marriage, like, when people hop the broom. So I'm seeing this like old broom. It reminded me of my friend, Mystical Magpie. She posted a broom that looked just like this earlier. But I love it. So she also has these earrings, and look at, she's got the same lantern earrings that were in the little mule photo. So it's definitely seen lighting the way and receiving sign. Maybe an older woman is getting signs through nature, or an older woman is sending you loving signs through nature. But I'm seeing that. And then finally, row 8. We got enlightenment. So I love this. We got a pentagram, which is interesting because with the song that came through was Phantogram. A pentagram sounds similar, but we got a pentagram here. And I was talking about a story about an emerald and the synchronicity. I wanted an emerald. I was looking for an emerald at an emerald store, and I couldn't find one. We went to a gem show. I could not find the emerald. I went to this shop. They were closed, and I saw a guy outside, and as we were leaving, I asked what time they open. He said, we're open, you can just come right in. So he went in and unlocked the door. He just happened to be outside. He just locked it for a minute. So I walk in, and I found this huge flower of life thing that had fallen on the floor. It was like one of those things that open and close. It was like toy things, retractable, and it was on the floor. And in the center of that was I'm gonna grab it. In the center of that flower of life was this emerald. I picked it up because I assumed it had fallen off from somewhere, but it was odd that thing had fallen from wherever. It was like in the center of the room on the floor, and the emerald was in there. And I picked both of them up, and I handed the emerald to the man, and I said, and I had just been doing a lot of Merlin meditation stuff, and I handed the emerald to the man, and he said, "No, I think that belongs to you." And he gave it to me. So I feel like this was a gift from Merlin as well, from me. Anytime I'm working with Merlin, I find a lot of spheres on the floor, so little round balls, just random anywhere I find. I have like a plethora of them. Anyway, this is all about enlightenment. And what is enlightenment? Enlightenment is finally understanding things, the aha moments, right? Finally understanding things on a deep level, seeing things from a higher perspective, from the top of the mountain, right? So, and I love it. Love is the clarifier. The energy of enlightenment helps you realize that you are a being of light. You are the personification of strength and divinity. So, if you did not know, if you don't know, now you know. So we're moving beyond polarity. I love that polarity came through with Marvin Gaye next to it, because this is the reminder that, the good and bad, the polarity. This is the number 2, so it's about partnerships. It's about two people coming together. And mother, there's far too many of you. So you are mastering patience. You're mastering patience, I'm seeing. You're mastering the art of patience and partnerships. So look in the mirror. Who faces you on the other side? Loom of reality, sacred twins. So this is once again twin flame. 1, 2, 3 twin flame cards. Polarity of male and female, duality. 2 is the ray of polarity, the sacred twins, smoky mirror and the clear reflection. All things in relationship. Polarity is the loom on which reality is strung, the magnetic dance of universal forces. Within the mirror of polarity, you will find the many faces of illusion, as well as ultimate freedom from illusion. Polarity reveals your conflicts, struggles, and apparent separation created by your beliefs in duality. Examine your attractions and aversions. Discover the loom of reality that is intricately woven in relationship. Utilize the teachings that are held in the number 2. Polarized positions actually work in cooperative alliance. In cooperation, all polarities serve as background for full appreciation of one another and the whole. Also examine the polarity of male and female within yourself. Explore your divine feminine and masculine aspects. Look for the gifts within your relationships. Investigate the polarities within them. And explore the natural lines of force and growth they create. Remember, polarity is the pulse of universal source. Divine feminine, divine masculine, coming together as one. I keep seeing that. I see that over here. Okay, and so we got number 15 here. I was seeing that in the beginning. I was seeing 215, 214, 215. Samek. I love it. So we got more spiral. We had spirals coming through over here as well. Spirals coming through over here. The golden spiral coming through over here. So a lot of inward and outward. It also looks like the amorite, the crystal amorite or ammonite. And I see the number 3 there. So Samek. And this is, look at that. The eye, the spiritual eye. Look at, we got 2 of those. 3 of them. 3 eyes. Oh, like 4 eyes. I got 4 eyes. Oh my god, 4 eyes like glasses. What's up, 4 eyes? So, Samek is Mount Sinai. So I have been getting Mount Sinai for a while. So when this card popped up, I was blown away. Mount Sinai, Mount Shasta. I was getting Mount Sinai because I was hearing, like, you know, the voice that was coming through Mount Sinai. Light language. Only thing that could be interpreted. So legend has it that only the first 2 of the 10 commandments were given directly by God. And the last 8, so the first 2, look at that. Only the first 2 were actually given by God. Only the first 2. And the last 8, guys, 8, had to come through Moses. The people were too overwhelmed by their first direct access to God to handle the situation. So since they were familiar with his voice and it intimidated them less, they begged Moses to speak instead. So this is all about letting go of fear as well. Instead of having somebody, when I had my spiritual awakening, I was terrified. I was scared. I was like, did not want to be left alone. I was very scared. It was a very scary experience. So, although the Bible scholars point out every individual heard God's voice differently, according to his or her own capacity and individual understanding, the direct experience of communication with the divine provided to be more than they could handle. Absolutely. So a lot of people will decipher things. Let's say if you're reading the Bible, you will only decode it as far as your level of understanding. You will only understand it as far as your level of understanding. And when your crown chakra is open up, you understand everything on a deep and intense level, but still at your own level. So the Samek is shaped like a circle, and it represents protection and safety. Although on some level they're terrified, the people at Mount Sinai also sense that they're going to be fine. So yes, though a lot of people are scared right now, they know they're going to be fine. They know it. It's just one of those deep feelings and understanding. It's like, I know I'm going to be fine, and I know my family's going to be fine, and we just got to let this play out the way it's going to play out. You can see that everything's going to be fine. So, yeah, I've been seeing you might be hearing a lot of Mount Sinai, or a lot of, so it says there's a tradition in Judaism that every single person in the world was at Sinai, and that those same souls have been reincarnated over and over again throughout the generations, even until today. That's why the scene of the first mass revelation in history is so compelling to us even now. There's something in our soul that connects us to this event, remembers the fear that accompanied the excitement, and recognizes that in our most original state of being, we experienced it firsthand. So, yeah. And it says, only once the sound shifts from the mighty ethereal voice of God to the human one of Moses are the people truly able to comprehend the deeper meaning of the revelation. Like a perfectly round wedding ring, the experience of Sinai is binding and limitless at the same time, extending to every generation through endless reincarnations. Although the people now have concrete rules and regulations and have accepted upon themselves the responsibility to live accordingly, which might seem like a burden, they've also been guaranteed the ultimate protection and guidance of their God, as if they're inside a metaphoric Samek. The people are now safely bound within the guidelines of their society, comforted by permanence of it all. Oh, Lord. That just hit me. That just hit me. It's a symbol of safety and protection. So, whether you're in a place of transition or going about your daily routines without interruption, you may now and then feel like a lost lamb, unsure of your place in the world. So, conjure up the experience of Sinai. Hear the foreign voice from above, changing your reality day by day. You can conquer your fears and anxieties and quell your pride by focusing on the energy of Samek. Remember that everything is part of the universal circle of life. The experience you have today leads to the one you'll have tomorrow, and so forth, throughout lifetimes, and everything is just as it should be. Wow. And look at that, the eye, the all-seeing eye. Love. I see love. I see love. Okay, then we got these final two cards here. Abundance. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. Well, if that's not the final card, I don't know what to tell you. That has all been coming through for this 8-8 gateway, the closing of the gateway. This is what we walked through that door into this new era of abundance. We are now abundant. Younger man. Oh, interesting. Dealings or relationships with a young man. So maybe there is love. It looks like a woman though. So it could be a feminine with a very masculine personality, or it could be a masculine with a very feminine personality. But I'm seeing like a balancing of it. And you're manifesting whatever is your desire in this physical reality. Once you understand how the third eye works and how you manifest things through visualization and imagination, things just come at your fingertips. They're here. So I love it. Okay, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I'm seeing this next half of the year is going to be intense. You're going to feel trapped in this barrier here, but it's all I'm almost feeling like a blessing in disguise, right? It's going to allow you to become enlightened. It's going to allow you to see things on a deeper level. It's going to allow you to see the truth, because we see good fortune. Just have faith. Things are healing. Karmic completions are happening. You're having a deep level of understanding. Finances and career. Things are changing. We're shape-shifting. We're learning how to shape-shift. We're learning how to change and transform things, not only ourselves, but things around us. Nature is speaking through us on a deep level. So an enlightenment is here, guys. Enlightenment is here. Right? Okay, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope this made sense to somebody out there. And thank you always for being patient with me. I love you all. Namaste.